But friends, and I am raw to the bone. Hey y'all, hey. Happy Wednesday. I got thrown off because yesterday I actually had to go into the office and it was not a bad day. It was a great day. Hey Naomi. We were just talking over there on TikTok. I appreciate you. All right, come on in, y'all. Today is hump day. Y'all know what that means. It is question and opinion, aka assholes day. And I brought something to the table that I want to ask y'all opinion about. And then I'm going to tell y'all about my journey into work yesterday and stuff like that. Hey Janelle, I saw Roundtree post your beauty salon. I am so proud of you. If anybody lives in Brooklyn and is looking for some nice hairdos, box braids, anything of the knotless braids and stuff like that, and a whole slew of other services, follow Janelle One Stop Beauty Spot on IG and get her information for her shop and where it's at and the services she performs. I love it. I love supporting Black business, right? Or any business, actually, any business that, you know, I can relate to. But in the meantime, between time, I am going to give you the vibes for today. All right, because it's going to be a what?
Step one, wake up early, gon' rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, you grow hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. So nothing easy, yo. I think there's a reason, though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. You always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison they rot. Head full of flaws, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. What? So I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken. I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. So flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Hey, wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Hey, Brazil. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. 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 Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's going to be a good day. Today is going to be a good day, y'all. It is. It is going to be a good day. I missed y'all yesterday. Hey, Interior Room. I missed y'all yesterday. Hey, Cheryl, Lee, and Brazil. I don't know if you heard me, but good morning, Reginaldo from Brazil. I love it. That's the beautiful thing about social media. You can reach places that you can't really reach, but you can reach. You know what I'm saying? And I love that. All right. Brazil, spread the word. Have your other friends and family members come and join the show. All right. Good morning. Happy hump day. Hey, Interior Room. Listen. And so I hear that we have another storm coming through. Florida is about to get the beat downs again. I mean, we can't even get through the last storms that happened. And poor fucking Puerto Rico. Man, I'm gonna have to go on vacation in Puerto Rico. People need to start vacation in Puerto Rico so that they can get some of this. They could get some of this some of these vibes, some of these vibes, and some of this money. Right? They need the tourism money because I don't understand how we send Ukraine billions and billions of dollars and Puerto Rico is a part of the United States and they suffering. Hey, Von Ray, I can never figure out this country. But that leads me to the next question. Who voted? I talk a lot of shit. I be like, I ain't gonna vote. Fuck these motherfuckers. I don't want to vote. Who voted? Raise your hand. I posted my picture with my votey sticker on my shirt. I voted on Sunday. I did an early vote because I didn't want to fucking have to cuss nobody out at the voting polls for acting stupid. And so I went Sunday to the courthouse, all right here in my local town, and I voted. All right. These are the votes that matter, y'all. The president shits, they be irritating my damn ass. But let me tell you something. You need to be voting for the local people in your town. I had to vote for local chancellors or whatever the fuck they call them in my town, county clerks in my town. I had to vote for them. And then, the Senate, you have to vote for these damn houses, right? Because these are the motherfuckers that are making the decisions, right? And it's funny because there was a poll question that came across the screen. Good Von Ray, good interior rule. Hey Julius Kemp. There was a poll that came across the TV, and the poll question was this: Why? Wait, who do you think out of the Republicans and the Democrats, who do you think can take us out of this financial situation that we're in right now? Right. And most of the people voted Republicans. Okay. Yeah. Florida, Von Ray, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with these people in Florida. Right. My mother lives in Florida. I want to live in Florida, but the people there irritate my whole ass. Seriously. Like, Florida is a red state. I don't care what's going on in the world. They will not put the blues in Florida. And I wonder what Florida would look like having Democratic presence. Right? The shit's been red since the beginning of fucking times. I'm going to look this up. Anybody know if Florida was ever a blue state? Can somebody tell me? And if they were ever a blue state, can someone tell me the year? I know, Von Ray. I know it. I know it. Texas is the same. Tennessee, anybody follow Tennessee? Because that's another place that I love, but them motherfuckers are always red. The places that I love to live are red, but does that say something? I don't know what it say. I don't know what it say, but I'm sick of all of it. I really am. You know. Yep. Telling you. Pray for us, y'all, because and let me tell you how we're gonna hang our heads low for Atlanta. For Georgia. We hanging out, not Atlanta, but all of Georgia. Let's take a moment and hang our heads low. Damn it, Georgia. Seriously? I could swear when I went on social media last night, Georgia was red. Am I wrong? Because this is some bullshit. All you black people moving over there to Georgia, my brother even live in Georgia, right? All you black motherfuckers that live in Georgia, and my brother does not live in Atlanta, right? Hey, Sai Abdullah, everybody thinks, all right, that every fucking body moves to Georgia and they live in Atlanta. No, my brother lives in Georgia, Dalton, Georgia, near Chattanooga, Tennessee. All right. So I'm here to say, black folks, y'all are spread the fuck out in Georgia. What is going on? Did them motherfuckers go red? People, I can't stress this enough. These are the polls. You know, a lot of people are like, I'm not going to vote. Okay, if you don't want to vote for the president, that's on you. Because if it's President Biden and Trump, I'm at a fucking loss myself. I get that. But these Senate seats and these county clerk seats, they matter. These Board of Education seats, they fucking matter. Just saying. Von Ray said 2013 was the last time Florida had a Democratic governor. Damn. Well, what the fuck happened to him? Yeah, Interior. That's what Von Ray just said. 2013. Hey, Mishi Boo. Good morning. Mm, mm, mm. So, Sai Abdullah, what day are we in? November 9th. You know, Thanksgiving is coming, y'all. And so I got so much stuff going on. I got Thanksgiving with my friends. They call it Friendsgiving. I love it. This will be my first year attending. Yes. And so I'm excited about that. Sai, are you really wearing a ball gown? This is Sai Abdullah, not Yoga Girl Sai. Are you really wearing a ball gown? Because what the fuck? I will show up like Sex in the City. I will show up like Jessica Parker. The hell, have some kind of outfit on like I'm going to fuck somewhere and just strolling down New York City. You know, I want to do that shit. I want to get dressed up in like some fly ass shit, some colors and shit, and walk through New York City like I don't give a fuck and take pictures and shit like that. Cause you know what? Life is about living. And the one thing about New York, you could do that shit. Nobody gonna give a fuck. Okay? Nobody gonna give a fuck. Just saying. Okay. Zen, you said cause I'm bougie. I'm just saying I'm gonna do it. Zen, come with me in the city. Let's dress up and walk around the city and have a day of it. I'm telling you, we can have fun. It could be like we could do like a monologue type thing. I love it, right? I want to do that shit when spring come in because wintertime is too much, right? I want to do it in spring when we could wear a lot of colors and just be ourselves and take photo shoots and shit in Times Square and just be out there looking different and being different. Well, really, this is New York, so they don't care. Different is in. But I just want to do something like that, living free out in the world with people watching and not giving a damn. I love it. You know, the Coffee with Friends crew that lives local, we should all meet up in the city one day and just have at it. We should. Something to think about. All right, something to think about. Good morning, I am Jacinta. Hey, Fancy K. Right, Fancy K, you would do that, right? You know how Sarah Jessica Parker, she used to walk through the city with these long flowing hot pink skirts and some kind of yellow, you know, plaid top with a big old flower and just be walking through the street like she ain't give a shit with high heels and just I'm gonna do that shit. Okay? Life is about building memories, having moments, you know, enjoying yourself. You know, let me know who's down for some shit like that. Cause I'm y'all see me with my videos. I'm down. I'm down for shit like that. I'm down for the shits. All right. You know me. I'll pop in and out of the Museum of Sex, all dressed the fuck up, taking pictures in the Museum of Sex, all dressed up in my colors. I'm down. Who gonna be down with me? Okay. Just let me know. Just let me know. Hey, Jello. Good morning. So, Jello, hey, Ghost. I'm about to tell y'all something real ghetto. Jello, you walk down our hallway these last 2, 3 days. Jello. Jello's my neighbor, y'all, in case y'all keep forgetting. Jello, have you been paying attention to our hallway in our building? I know you will, Zen. I know you will, Zen, and that shit would be fly. Let's plan for that in the spring. Soon as the weather breaks again and we get another nice day, we're gonna go out spring flinging in the city. You said you too damn far, but you could go live. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You surely can. Right? We're gonna do a spring fling. All right, Zen, pull out your skirt. You know I don't give a damn. All right, let's do this shit. Let's have fun. Let's make memories. Life is about building memories, right? I love it. I love it. So heels, are they prostitutes? No, just dressing up. Just dressing up and having a day in the city. You don't have to wear heels. You can wear cute little flats or whatever. But I want to do a day where we go out in the city when the weather breaks, like spring, and we dress up in bright, nice colors, nice outfits. You could wear pantsuits, you could wear skirts, you could wear anything you want, but I want it to be real colorful. And we go out there and we just do pictures. All right. You know, it's funny, Jello, because no, you said heels are the prostitutes. I'm talking about the hallways. No, not the heels. Did you see the big water bug flipped upside down? I scream a little every time I walk past it. Sai Abdullah, you down for the spring fling idea? I love it. I love it. I'm telling you, I want to plan for that spring fling idea. And Sai, listen, Sai could provide the shoes. So I'm not playing. I want my shoes and I want flowers on my shit, okay? All right, spring fling. If anybody needs some custom made shoes for the spring fling idea, I'm coming up with all these ideas with Coffee with Friends, right? Spring fling idea. We hop in the city. Yep. It's going to have to be after we come back from New Orleans, okay? After we come back from New Orleans, anybody local, you know, we could get together, but I'm gonna I want some flowers on my shoes and shit. Okay, Sai. So all I gotta do is bring you some shoes and you will hook them shits up. All right. So I'm gonna be rocking stilettos. What's the name of your company, Sai Abdullah? I don't want to mess it up. Okay. Is it stilettos? Stiletto swap. Is that what it is? I need to know. All right. So if anybody is interested in some custom made shoes and shit, that is Sai Abdullah. All right. And so I will drop off a pair of shoes. Make sure my shits are colorful. I'll probably drop off some hot pink or some yellow shoes or some shit like that. So Stiletto Swap LLC is her company. Stiletto Swap LLC. So if you're not following Sai Abdullah, please follow her so you can see, all the fly shit. All right. She was a part of New York Fashion Week. She did provide some shoes, y'all. All right. So this is not no little stuff. Okay. Good morning, Soulful BBW. So Jello, yes, there is a big cockroach water bug laid upside down in the hallway on this floor. Every time I pass by the shit, I scream a little bit. Like I thought Mike was. I'm gonna text Mike because Mike was supposed to bring me a refrigerator filter, and I told him to leave my filter in my tree that's in front of my door. But I didn't see no filter, and I knew he didn't come yesterday because the water bug was still there. All right, so I'm gonna text him today. I wear size 8, size. I'm an even size 8, 8 easy. Okay, um, because if they came yesterday, they would have swept up that water bug. But Jello, do you think we should tell them to get the exterminator? Cause I'm scared I will fuck somebody up. I will run out of my apartment and knock on all y'all doors up in here. Jello, yours too, if a water bug was in my house. So don't be mad at me. Okay? Do not be mad at me. Oh! But I don't know if everyone's going to go to NOLA, so we might have to do 2. So that's a great idea, Interior Rue. So, okay, reminder, y'all. March 7th weekend. That's the weekend we chose, right? March 7th weekend, we are planning a trip to NOLA. All right. New Orleans. Okay. All right. And so that is a great idea to dress up in NOLA and do it there. I also want to do a version in New York City, right? So I love it. Let's do it in NOLA and let's do it in New York City. So you have a couple of months to get your outfit together. Something bright and colorful. I don't care if it's pants. I don't care if it's shorts. I don't care what it is. Just rock out and have and be in colors. Fellas, you too. Fellas, don't be. Yes, that's the March 7th weekend. That's the weekend that we picked. Right? March. Oh, well, it's really, if you're flying on a weekend, it would be March 9th, the Thursday, to the 12th. I'm probably going to fly there on the 7th or the 8th, right? And just be there. But that is the weekend, right? So I'm going to start publishing about it as soon as I can get my thoughts together. Start publishing about it. And so we can do Spring Fling NOLA version and we could do Spring Fling New York version. I love it. All right. I love it. I'm going to start thinking about my damn outfit right the fuck now. you know, let's make it fun, y'all. Let's make it fun. You know, hey, Brandilla. Jello said it's close to my door. I'm scared, but we should tell them. I was waiting for someone to pick it up because I just can't. I can't either. I can't either. Nola is New Orleans, Mishi Boo. Please come. I can't either. I can't pick it up. And then on top of that, I get to my door and the girl across from me that's always beefing about some shit. She got a whole bunch of leaves, like they done brought in leaves from somebody's grass and crumbled them up in front of both of our doors. I'm like, why are there a bunch of leaves? See, this is the thing that irritates my ass. If you took a dead ass plant out of your house, right, and you knew that the plant fell apart, why you don't come out and sweep the shit up? And then if I say something, they're gonna be like, there go that mean bitch. Hmm. Okay. Let me write these ideas down because we got a lot of shit going on with Coffee with Friends. So we're gonna do a NOLA version Spring Fling and a New York version Spring Fling. So this is what we'll do. In March, during NOLA, it'll be Spring Fling, right? And then in April or May, it'll be Spring Fling New York City. Okay? Right? And we don't have to do anything expensive, y'all, right? We could just hop around the city. We can hang out in the meatpacking district. We could walk across the Highland, the the high bridge in the meatpacking district. We can do a lot of stuff. Okay, we could jump in and out of bars, have a couple of drinks. We could stop and have small bites and stuff like that. May, we don't have to, you know, make it a big deal. It doesn't have to be expensive. We're just making it a fun day. All right. We can hop over to the East Village. See, I got my favorite places. I got my favorite places. And ultimately, shit, we can end in the West Village. I love the village. Y'all, okay, so we can make a time of it, y'all. I'm telling you, it would be fun. All right. And so, hey mother, good morning. March Spring Fling, NOLA version. Yes. All right. Interior Rule 82. Don't have us coming to New York City too. Been meaning to visit family there for a minute now. I love New York City. Well, I'm not going to pressure anybody to come to New York City, but if you want to come to New York City, please do. But, if you are local to New York City and you want to be a part of the Spring Fling in May event in New York City, let's do it, right? We could pick a meeting place, all right? Make sure if you got to get your special shoes from Stiletto Swap, make sure you do that, right? Because I'm going to have mine, right? Okay? I'm just saying. Zen, I'm always in the city. My friends always drag me to the city. Sai Abdullah is dragging me to the city in what, 2 weeks for the Friendsgiving. I love it. Well, anyway, y'all, today is hump day, question and opinion, aka assholes day. What do we have? Any questions anybody want to ask? Right? Anything that's been on anybody's mind that they want to talk about. Anything. I came to the table as usual with something, but I'm giving the opportunity for others to also jump in and ask something that they might want to ask, right? Something that they might want to express. Today is the day to do that. Okay? Then I'm going to read you some shit. What's the page? Stiletto Swap or Stop? Stiletto Swap, LLC. Yeah. I'm going to read y'all something, okay? Um, if y'all don't have nothing to bring to the table, I got something to read and I got a question. So the other day, I posted the video the other day because a lot of times I try to post a video if I think I'm going to talk about it to give people enough time to listen to the video, right? And so, um, comedian Cory Holcomb, am I pronouncing that right? He delivers stuff real aggressive and loud, and I love it, right? He said in the video that I shared with y'all on my page, I believe it was in my story. He said if you don't have authority over your woman, you cannot protect her. What do y'all think about that? I'm having tea this morning with some sea moss, y'all. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? You cannot, if you don't have authority over your woman, you cannot protect her. This is based on what Cory Holcomb said. What are y'all thoughts on that? Because in relationships, people, right? People talk about protection. They want their man to protect them all the time, right? He's supposed to protect and provide. What does this mean when Cory said, if you don't have authority over your woman, you cannot protect her? He said you have to know who you are walking next to side by side. Okay? Stiletto swap. Let me share it on my screen and flip the camera around so people can see the spelling. Stiletto swap if you're looking for some cute custom shoes. All right. Take a moment and grab that information. And then I have another friend. My friends have businesses, all right? So we got Stiletto Swap, and then we have Glam Fine, who I am going to be having put together our shirts for NOLA, all right? And so since we're doing Spring Fling and NOLA, right, I'm going to have her bling bling out our t-shirts for and look Sai up on Sai Abdullah on IG. Okay. Make sure you look her up. All right. So I'm going to get t-shirts. I'm going to speak to my girlfriend and see how many t-shirts. Now, these t-shirts are going to be pre-ordered, right? Because I do not want her to print a bunch of t-shirts and then you guys do not order, right? And so I'm going to sit with her and talk to her about what the thoughts should be for the t-shirt, but I want them blinged out and I want them in bright colors, okay? So that whatever we are doing in NOLA, we are bright. All right. And so I should be able to have some prices and stuff like that for y'all soon to pre-order your shirts. Okay. All right. Cool. Protagonist said, well, I haven't told her yet. I haven't told her yet, but I'm gonna have a conversation. But this is what I do. This is what I mean when I say support each other's business, right? If I'm doing something and I know that I have friends that have businesses that can supply what it is I need for what I'm doing, I'm gonna call them, right? I'm going to call them. I'm not going to ask them for no discount. I'm not going to ask them for nothing. I'm going to call them. I'm going to tell them what I need, and they're going to tell me how much it the fuck costs. All right. Now, I'm sure the prices will be better the more people order. Okay. All right. So to the question and opinions day. Good morning, Theo. Question and opinion, aka assholes day. According to Cory Holcomb, if you don't have authority over your woman, you cannot protect her. What does that mean to you? Thoughts, right? What does that mean? I want to hear it, right? I do. Protagonist says, I disagree. Because I could protect. I do agree women might believe that, but my ability to protect is on me, not no one else. Okay. Okay. Anybody else want to chime in on that? If you don't have authority over your woman, you cannot protect her. Now, I would imagine that this is in any relationship, right? Same sex relationships too. How does this apply? If you don't have authority, how can you protect? Right? Now, when I listened to him the first time, and the second time, and the third time, I said, I just think, and a lot of people agreed with him. They said he was right. They felt he was right. Right? But I think it's a play with words, y'all. I do. I just think he used the wrong words. Right? Because when I thought about it, because at first I was like authority, and I got all defensive, and my neck started moving and shit, and I was like, nobody got authority over me. And then I was like, hold up, ghetto bunny, let's think about this for a minute. Did he really mean authority in the way that I originally thought he meant authority, or is he does he mean respect? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he used the wrong word. Because honestly, you can't protect your woman unless she respects you, right? So I'm going to go with that, right? What are y'all thoughts? Zen said, what I want to know is who the fuck says dumb shit like this? Cory Holcomb. I posted it in my story. Interior said, was he meaning to say if she doesn't believe or trust you? See, sometimes we got to ignore the words that people use. Some people's vocabulary is limited, y'all. But I understood what he was trying to say. But the word authority had my neck going for a minute, but then I stopped. And I was like, wait a minute. He might mean something else, right? So Interior said, was he meaning to say if she doesn't believe or trust you, you can't protect her? Authority is sounding too much like control. Misuse of the words. And I think this is what gets a lot of us in trouble, because I understand what he's saying. Oh, Fancy K says she gets what he's saying too. Chef, you good morning. I understand what he's saying, but the word authority is where he lost people, right? And when I read through the comments, somebody made a good point. Somebody said, y'all are so quick to respond without listening to the whole thing. And that was me at first. So I said, okay, let me play it again. Play. And let me sit the fuck down and let me listen. And then I said, okay, he's misusing the words, right? I'm thinking it means respect. I'm thinking it means trust, right? Because if you don't trust your man, and that's the level of trust that I be talking about on this show, y'all. When I say I don't be worrying about infidelity, right? Now, if my cootie cat start itching, I'm coming for you. Okay? Because if we in a relationship, we fucking raw. We are. I'm not. I'm out of the baby making stage. So if you my man and you claim to be only my man and you not messing with nobody else, then I'm getting it's raw, 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 right? So I mean, I don't worry about infidelities, right? More so, I worry about that trust, that whether you got me, whether you could protect me, whether you got my best interest at heart. And I think Cory used the wrong wording, right? And it lost, what he was trying to say probably got lost with a few people. Okay. Or Zen said maybe he used the right words for him, but then that would be toxic. That would be toxic. All right. Sai said, what does protection have to do with having authority over a person? That's why I was like, authority? Did you mean trust? Did you mean respect? Because that I could get with. If a man said, I can't protect my woman unless she respects me, I I get that. I understand that 1000%. I understand that. Okay. But the authority part threw me off. So I'm just here to say, fellas, ladies, when we are out there and we are making blanket statements about things, word choice matters, right? You might be sending out a good message, right? A message that you want to share with the world. A positive message, but word choice means everything. But like Zen said, maybe he really did the fuck me in authority. Okay, Sai said, sounds to me like he just wants a woman who is submissive without saying that. Say what it is. Say what the fuck it is. Sai said he didn't use the wrong word. He said exactly what he meant. Authority. The statement is way too broad. Fellas, this is a lesson. This will dry up a woman's cootie cat, right? This will make her cross her legs like she got crazy glue. All right. This will make her wear period panties when she don't have her period. Okay? This will make her dry. Don't go around using the word authority over a woman. Nobody should have authority over anybody. Okay? I always give credit to people, Zen, because if I didn't, you know, then when I get on here and I say we got to give people grace because none of us are perfect, but then if I stop giving credit to people, then I'm not sticking to what I say, right? I try to give people grace, y'all. I try to give people grace, right? Because I feel like, a lot of how we move and a lot of how we think is learned behavior, right? Somebody might have told his ass that. This is what he might have learned. He might have learned that this is the right way growing up, right? But a lot of us are operating under shit that we learned that ain't right. We got to learn to unlearn, right? So I'm saying for the next person, forget Cory Holcomb because he already said it. The next person, if you want to make a statement, word choice. Fancy said, call Cory and get the clarification. I personally think he means trust and respect. That's what I'm thinking he means. I'm going to inbox him. I'm gonna start inboxing these motherfuckers and be like, do you want to come on my podcast and explain what you meant by authority over whatever, and see what the fuck he say. But a lot of them don't answer the inbox because it go into that request bucket that nobody reads. Interior said, I think that is where we get being submissive wrong. If a woman is being led by a man that has her absolute best interest, then you will have a woman that doesn't mind submitting to your guidance. I agree with that. Where he at? I never had a man that I wanted to fully submit to because my last man was narcissistic and I'm not submitting to that. Right. And so I never really had a man that I wanted to submit to. My first husband, he was a cheater and I ain't submitting to that either. So I really want to experience a man that I could trust and respect and look up to. Right. I really do want that. Zen said, I haven't seen this, but a face value, no, I don't agree. Okay. Zen says, so I just Googled him and used authority in the search. It came up with headlines like Cory Holcomb explains the danger of women and Cory Holcomb speaks on disciplining your woman. Yep, he's wow. If y'all listen to Cory Holcomb, his delivery and stuff make you do this. What? But I really feel like some of y'all men, this shit is learned behavior. Somebody taught him that shit. right? And so I'm saying for the men out there that's willing to change and willing to adjust the way they communicate, when it comes to relationships and women, please work on yourselves, because the words that Cory Holcomb uses is offensive, right? We are women of times. We don't need to have anyone have authority over us, right? We need trusting relationships, respecting relationships. And these are the words we need to be using. Zen said he meant what the fuck he said. I know that's right. Um, Fancy K said at Interior, girl, you know that submissive stuff is a constant conversation subject around here. Oh, Fancy, let's talk about it. What's the conversation about? What do y'all be talking about with the submissive stuff? I want to hear. I really want to hear. Zen said, I understand giving grace, but this man is a public figure. There is more at stake here. If you do it, I get it. But this man is not stupid. He knows what he's doing. Mm. Public figures, y'all. People are watching y'all, right? And so when you get out here and you say stupid shit like that, people follow y'all. I don't know why, but they do. Great point, Zen. Hey, Uhu, good morning. Interior said, I love Cory, but he is definitely an asshole. He is, but he's also a comedian, guys, right? So sometimes you be like, okay, is this a part of a fucking skit? Or are you fucking serious or what? Okay. Hey, So Blessed 2021. He is funny, Fancy. He is funny. And that's probably why he delivers his shit the way he does, to get a reaction. Pat said, how about the notion if a man wants a woman who allows him to win their conflicts, win their disputes, and be in control, does this mean he wants a loser? Oh, so let me share that on the screen because that was a lot. Pat said, how about this notion? If a man wants a woman who allows him to win their conflicts, win their disputes, and be in control, does this mean he wants a loser? No, that means he's a loser. That's my opinion. The fuck? That's my opinion. I think he's the loser. All right. Von Ray has a question. And here we go again with the Western teachings. Von Ray says, so my question, it seems like submission came from the Bible and has religious undertones. So if someone isn't religious, Christian, should they feel the same about submission? Great question. Great freaking question, y'all. That is a great question. All right, who wants to answer Von Ray's question? She said submission came from the Bible and it has religious undertones. If someone is not religious and is not Christian, should they feel the same way about submission? Right? And you know the funny shit about this is half of these motherfuckers that be going around talking about I need you to submit to me, I need you to be submissive. They not even religious. So what are y'all talking about? This goes back to what I say when I say society. We move like Stepford wives, right? What I mean by that is somebody puts a statement out there or takes a statement from the Bible or wherever, and they apply it and try to make it a social norm. And everybody is walking around like the women need to submit. The women need to submit. But do y'all even know why y'all saying that? That is a great question, Vaughn. If I am not religious, I'm not Christian, then why the hell are you coming to me with this bullshit? Because where did this come from? Great question. Great damn question. Okay? Great question. I like it. I like it. Interior said, we talked about being submissive aligns with being traditional woman in the marriages. Exactly. Stop asking for traditional shit and then not being traditional men. The fuck? Some women are okay with having traditional marriages while others are not. But who has a traditional marriage? What is a traditional marriage? Can somebody describe to me what a traditional marriage is? I'm putting the question up on the damn board because I want to know, what is a traditional marriage? What is it? What is a traditional marriage? What is it? I'm not either, Von Ray. So do I follow that submissive rule? I'm not religious. Okay? I'm not. Fancy K said, I don't do too well with the whole submissive thing. However, a man that has my best interest in mind and at heart, and he's consistently intentional with his actions, I can get with that. Me too, Fancy. Me too. But he has to be I haven't seen it yet. And that's why motherfuckers be like, no, you a bitch. No, I'm not a bitch. You not showing up for me. You didn't gain my trust. No, you don't deserve me to do this submissive shit that you asking of me. Like, me being submissive to you is based on you, sir, and based on how well I trust you. Okay? And I don't think I have ever been submissive. All right? Okay. Fancy said, I am definitely not a Donna. I know that shit is right. Hey, Zendrick moved over to IG. Pat said, Von Ray, the Bible was written when black women were not college grads and did not own their businesses and put in 50% of the work. Go, Pat. That part, when the Bible was written, motherfuckers wasn't paying 10% tithes of their money. They were bringing goats to the altar. A lot of shit has changed. But motherfucker, what is a traditional marriage? What are y'all basing y'all relationships on? Because Von Ray hit it. If I'm not religious, don't be asking me to follow these traditional ways that's written in some book that I'm not fully committed to. I believe in the Bible, y'all. That's not what I'm saying, right? But there's some stuff in there that I take with a grain of salt, and then there's others that I deep wash. I'm just saying. Fancy said, but I'm okay with walking with a man who has my best interest in mind, and I also have his best interest in mind. Respect and mutuality goes a long way with me. And I didn't have that in my last two relationships. You know, I'm 55, but I've only had two serious. Well, I don't count the baby daddy because I was with him at 14. I don't really count him. That's my baby daddy. He passed on. He's no longer here. Rest in peace. Right? But I've only had two men. I am a relationship woman. Right? I'm not one to date around and be popping my around. You know, if I find someone and I like this motherfucker, that's who my cootie is stuck to. Okay. And so I truly hope that my next go round that I have that mutual respect. Interior said, thank you, Roy, because ain't nothing about a lot of what's happening today traditional. It isn't. What is going on today that's traditional? So what is a traditional marriage and why the fuck are people still looking for people to be submissive? Are we not changing with the times? Or are we trying to change but hold on to some shit? I mean, I don't I don't know. The fuck? I don't know. Somebody add Johnny. I didn't see Johnny on here. What did I miss? Amazon, you laughing at Johnny, but I don't see Johnny. Interior said, oh, I read that. Yes, Zendrick. Yep. I believe that. I agree 1000% with that. Because this is why a lot of relationships are in trouble, right? Because I think, it's been embedded in us so deeply, these traditional patterns, but we are not living in traditional times, right? And so with that, we're stumbling over each other. But I do think tradition needs an overhaul. I agree with that. Tradition definitely needs an overhaul. Y'all are high. I see Johnny's comment now. I'll just sit back and listen. Well, Johnny, that was just that topic, right? But today is a question and opinion, aka Assholes Day. We can ask anything we want. All right, so I'm gonna read something to y'all just so that we can shift things around a little bit. Let me pull it up on my screen. All right. All right. Question one, because I love Six Brown Chicks, right? And so there was two things that I took from them like 2 weeks ago, and I never got a chance to read it on here. But I'm gonna read it on here because y'all motherfuckers are out there living the vida loca and doing some strange ass shit. And I just be scratching my head like, wow, this is really going on in the world. Question number one. Okay. I need the script check. Question number one. We've lived together for 12 years, so we're technically married. Technically married? No, you're not. You're single. But anyway, 2 kids. He's extremely proud of his dick. He should be. He posted a video doing the self blowjob challenge. Imagine a middle aged man sprawled on the bathroom floor giving himself oral. What the fuck? Advice, y'all. What would you do if you walked in the bathroom and your husband was sucking his own peen? I'm asking. What would y'all do? Because I almost wonder what the advice these people gave to this woman. Like, is that okay? I mean, jerking off is okay, right? And playing with your kitty cat is okay. And if I was if I was flexible enough to lick my own cootie, I might. I, I'm just saying. I might, you know, the fuck. Okay. What would y'all do if you walked in and your man was sucking his own peen? What would y'all say? The first thing I would say is, do you did you just sit there and have a craving to suck a dick, or you just wanted to suck your dick? Like, I would have questions for my man, right? Because I'm human, okay? I would be thinking that oh, Pat said she should have knocked. I am fucking dead. I am damn it dead. Yes, I sucking his own peen in the bathroom. The first thing I would think is, do you have a craving to suck peen? Because I don't want to find out that you're strolling in Prospect Park in Brooklyn behind the bushes, sucking dicks, right? Or is it something that you just like to do to yourself for self pleasuring? I would have questions. Would I quit him? Probably not, but that would just be weird to me because then I'd have to wonder, does he suck his own dick better than I suck it? Like, I would have so many damn questions. I don't know. I'm really the shit y'all be doing out here be I be confused, y'all. I be confused. I don't know. Would you stay? Would you go? What the fuck would y'all do? Because I'm still trying to answer this question. Fuck. Oh my God. So I said the temp of your voice right now makes this shit even funnier. I don't know, yo. A man with a peen in his mouth gives me DL vibes. See, me, we twin side because I be like, you want to suck dicks or just yours? Like you could have asked me to suck your dick. Like, why did you have to go in the bathroom and suck it yourself? Like, it would be too much for me. Right? And while you sucking your dick or you putting your finger in your ass, like what's going on? Like it would be too much for me. It might disturb my peace. It might disturb my peace, right? Okay, Pat, that's a fair question. Pat said, I would say, is this how you want your dick sucked? Yeah, he wanna suck it. That's how he want it sucked. He wanna suck it. Zen said, I watched this YouTube video a while back and they interviewed this guy on the street saying that he could suck his own. Yeah, I posted that video. And my friend, that's her cousin. What you know the funny shit is then I posted the video about the guy. He said he sucked his own dick and he could also fuck himself in the ass and he swallowed his load before. When I posted that video, you know I got some friends. I got a diverse set of friends. You know when I posted that video, my girlfriend called me and she said, "Bitch, that's my cousin." I said, "What?" She said, "Oh my God, I didn't know he was sucking his own dick and shit like that. That is my friend's cousin." The world is small. I posted that video a couple of months ago on my page. And she called me. She commented on the post. And then she called me and said, "Bitch, that's my cousin." I said, "Oh my God. The fuck?" Like I know somebody that knows somebody that sucks their own dick and fucks themselves in the ass and swallows their own shit. I couldn't be with that man because he's doing shit. I probably couldn't even satisfy his ass. Okay? I probably couldn't. So I said, like, are these some peen fantasies you're hiding? Another good question. Right? Another good question. Cheryl Lee said, all good questions if you're in a relationship with him. Yes. Definitely. Interior said, if I had to define traditional, I would say the man is working and providing, and the woman is at home taking care of the kids exclusively without working outside the home. Period. So, fellas, when y'all are trying to ask for traditional women, for women to be traditional, be ready to do what Interior just described. You can't have a traditional request and then tell your woman to go out there and work and pay 50% of the bills. And some of these women are paying 60%, 70% of the bills. All right. You can't have that. Okay. Interior Rule also said, I'm not religious either. I believe in a relationship with Jesus Christ. Me too. I believe in a relationship with God. I believe there's a higher spirit. I believe in the Bible, but you're not going to throw it in my face. You're not going to torture me with it. And I'm going to still live my life the fucking way I want to live my life. Period. Period. Zen says, sorry, I don't believe in someone's fairy tale book that was written for a community 1,000 years ago. Thank you, Zen. And who wrote it? Everybody's opinion matters. Question 4, because I didn't take two and three question, but question 4. Now, this one is a doozy. Now, this is some stupid shit for real. Boyfriend of 4 years in a mama's boy. Oh, he is a mama's boy. He's always fixing her house while our house falls apart. His mom rented a room to a pregnant 19-year-old. I stopped by. He was watching TV with her without pants. He was watching TV with the 19-year-old without pants. Big fight. His mom said she better not hurt my grandchild. So he lives in an apartment with his girlfriend. but claims that his mama need all this help, and his mama rented a room to a 19-year-old pregnant girl, which ultimately was his girlfriend and his baby mama. So this motherfucker was living two lives, and she's on here asking for advice. See, this is the kind of shit that I be like, you don't need advice. You know exactly what the fuck you supposed to do, right? You find out that your man, you go to the mama's house. First of all, they're all trifling. Every last one of them. All right. Every last one of them are trifling. And this is why when I was raising my son, I didn't play the game of the various women. I was not that mama. Okay, to play the game with the various women. Okay. If you're in a committed relationship, you cannot have other women stay here. Now, if you just dating somebody, y'all not in a committed relationship and you still dibbling and dabbling, that's your business. But if you have a whole apartment with someone, you are living with someone, and you came to me talking about you got somebody else pregnant, she can't live with me. I'm not supporting that behavior. So there's a lot going on in this question, because my thing is what is the mother teaching her son by allowing this behavior, right? And is this son ever going to take accountability for the fucked up shit that he's doing because he's getting support from his mama? What do y'all think? Right? This is why it's important. This is why I've asked the question several months ago. How important is it for y'all to meet your partner's parents? Pat said, if the man could do all that with his dick, that dick would be too much for me. It has to be long as hell. Won't tear my insides. He could keep it. Definitely that part. Definitely that part. Okay? Definitely that part. He's fucking his own ass. That shit is long. Mm. Question and opinion day. All right, I brought my shit here. Nobody else had any questions. I mean, we had some spin-off questions, right? But you guys, Wednesdays is the day. If y'all are sitting around the house and y'all are pondering about things that you might have questions on, today is the day to do that. Bring shit up. Talk about shit. Things that might be on your mind that's heavy that you might need help unpacking. Von Ray said, it is very important for me to meet my partner's parents. I need to see the type of crazy in that family. Beyond the parents, who else in the family is it important to meet? Do you think it's important to meet the siblings as well? Of course, it's important to meet their kids if they have kids. But what about their siblings, right? And I think that a lot of us have been, for me, my last relationship, both his parents had passed on. And so for me, I do think it's important for people to meet people's parents, right? Because it gives them a view into who they are, who the person is that they're dating a little bit, right? So I mean, anybody that meets my mom, me and my mother have similar qualities, right? Similar ways, right? People are going to see me and my mother and see my mother, see my mother and me. And if you got to meet my dad, rest in peace, they would see that I have parts of my dad in me, right? And so I do think it's important to still meet the parents, right? And absolutely, I want to meet the parents and make sure it's not one of these crazy parents that's gonna allow your new girlfriends to come move the fuck on in. Okay, that's a no. All right, and so I feel that I'm with Zen. The traditional definition needs to be revamped, definitely, but still, I do think that we still need to hold on to some traditional things like meeting motherfuckers' parents. Now, as we get older, the parents might not be here. That's why I said, is it important to meet the siblings and shit like that? You know? I know, Cheryl Lee, me too. I can't even think about it. The Kyrie Irving thing is really upsetting. It really is upsetting to me. You know, the most upsetting thing to me is we just don't stick together, y'all. Nothing we do, we just don't fucking stick together. And when I say us, I'm not just talking about black folks, white folks, Spanish folks. No, I'm talking about the NBA. The NBA. Like nobody in the NBA is standing up for Kyrie. Nobody. And LeBron James, for him to say he doesn't support what Kyrie did because Kyrie hurt people. LeBron, I am so disappointed in you. I am so disappointed in you. And then showed LeBron walking around with the Jews, with the Orthodox Jews at some function or whatever, a wedding or some function or whatever. Why do we need to feel the need to kiss anybody's ass? It's a fucking documentary that he shared. And nobody in the NBA is standing up for him? This is just further proof. Colin Kaepernick, Kyrie Irving. This is just further proof that motherfuckers don't care about other people. They only care about the dollar bill. Back to what Kanye said. Slave. Scared to make moves because you don't want to give up your lifestyle. See, these professional teams and these folks done waved all this money in your face and gave you a lifestyle based on the sports that you play, and you don't want to risk your sponsorships and your sports contracts to speak up for Kyrie Irving. When you come on, they can't possibly think Kyrie Irving was wrong. Come on, LeBron. Come on, LeBron. This is the first thing that you did, LeBron, that made me scratch my whole ass. I would have preferred y'all be quiet. But to come out and not stand by the man, the whole NBA, not just his team, but every team. Black folks, somebody on here said, Kiss the Boy said, we didn't have to be slaves. Remember when she said that? Because there was more blacks on these plantations, and at any time they could have taken over a plantation, and we said fear is what kept them in slavery. Fear is what kept them in slavery. That's what we said, right? That same fear exists today. These motherfuckers are not going to speak up for people like Colin Kaepernick and Kyrie Irving. Because why? Because they're a slave to their lifestyle. They're a slave to their dollar bills, even though they have enough money to do shit for their own people and their own communities. And yet they still will remain in silence and take the abuse because of the lifestyles they want to live. That is the slavery Kanye West is talking about. That is the slavery he's talking about. Right? We are slaves to the dollar bill, and we get in bed with these companies, and we are afraid to get out of bed with them because we don't want to give up our lifestyles. So we continue to let them mistreat us. And this is how it is in everyday life, right? People don't want to get involved because they don't want to mess up their own lives. Y'all watch this movie called RRR? Right, on Netflix. It's a Hindu movie. It's long as fuck. But I watched it, right? Because it showed a level of solidarity that we need. Protagonist said LeBron has not been for us. And Protagonist said we don't rock with LeBron no more. Jaylen Brown from the Celtics stood up. Okay. Okay, good to know, Protagonist. Anybody else heard of anybody else in the NBA standing up? And did Jaylen Brown take any repercussions for standing up for Kyrie Irving? because all of them should stand up. Because those 5 things on the list that he got to do, they could go fuck themselves with that shit. All he did was share a documentary. He didn't hurt anybody. He didn't write the movie. He didn't produce it. But they're using him as an example. He is the whipping, right? The public whipping, so that other people will look at that and go, we're not going to do that. It's fear. They constantly instill fear in us because they dingle that money in front of us and go, hey, you want the money or you don't? You want the money or you don't? And we take the money and we throw our integrity right down the motherfucking toilet. And then we turn around and we ask, what's wrong with us? Really? We are still operating at a level of fear that keeps us behind the 8 ball. We are. If all them motherfuckers stood up in the NBA and said, fuck y'all, there would be no NBA. You understand what I'm saying? That's a level of control that these motherfuckers have, but yet they're not willing to risk it. What do you think is going to happen? If 5, 6, 7, 10 teams shut the fuck down, what do you think the NBA is going to do? Same way as when the blacks was on the plantation and it was more blacks than whites and they still picked that cotton because they were fearful. It's the same way is how we are moving about still in these days and times. But they mad that he was right about the jab. But all he did was share a documentary that anybody can go look at. Amazon didn't take it down. Yep. What did I say the other day, Pat? Freedom of speech is not so free. For me, it is because I'm nobody. So nobody's going, I'm just, a podcast out here amongst the millions. But if you have position, a little bit of power and some money, freedom of speech is not so free. Pat said Arsenio Hall lost his whole career and show when he had Farrakhan on. Because Farrakhan gives no shits. Zero. Zero. Yep. Pay attention, Cheryl Lee said. Pay attention. And with that, y'all, this is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. It is hump day, y'all. We are almost over the week, y'all. I got so much stuff to do today. And but I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining, y'all. Not at all. Not one bit. I'm not complaining. In the meantime, in between time, y'all, deuces, I'm out. But you know what I say? Love up on your brothers and sisters. Pay attention to what's going on in the world. Do not be that person that compromises your values and your morals because somebody is dangling something in front of you that you want. Okay? One injury in the NBA, right, can take somebody's career away, right? One injury. Right? It's not guaranteed forever. But here we got a man that shared some information and the NBA is not supporting him. And I'm not talking about the management. I'm talking about the motherfucking players. What's wrong with y'all? Last year, he refused the vax, and while they slandered his name, he remained unvaccinated and looks right. As soon as he did this, they jumped on him. Yup. But I respect Kyrie because when he does something, he stands by it. And that's why it's very unfortunate that he's suspended indefinitely because they want him to do these 5 things. I hope he don't do it. And I hope other NBA players stand up. It's ridiculous. But anyway, y'all, All right. Today is Wednesday. Have a great day. Have a great work day. The sun is shining. Let's get what we could get with the rest of the days. Yesterday, hashtag Fit Friends. We did not come out with a new challenge yet, but hopefully y'all are still hydrating. All right. And you are still moving, right? Your 30 minutes. We're going to come out with a new fitness challenge. In the meantime, we're reading. We have a hashtag reading with friends going on, and we are reading It Didn't Start With You. Ooh, that book is deep. It's so deep, and it's written with a lot of psychological, like therapy. It's heavy. That's the best way I could describe it. It's heavy. And so I am reading it, and I'm on chapter 3 now. I mean, I know that don't seem like a lot, but these chapters are heavy, y'all. All right. And so, like I said, reminder, we are going to extend the book reading until after Thanksgiving. All right. And try to schedule a book conversation probably around the first week of December. Okay. Because this book, I realize, needs some time to get through. And a couple of you are still trying to open it up and read it. Right. And when you do that, listen, I know for me it touched some of my hurt and some of my things where I need to heal. Let it touch that shit. Okay? And when it touches me, I take a note. I write a note. Okay? Work through this shit. This is how we're going to work on being our better selves, all right? And with that, y'all, peace, love, and grease. I'm going to send y'all out with some positive vibes, all right? But we'll be back here tomorrow, Tuesdays. Again, reminder, once a week, I will be going into the office on Tuesdays, okay? And so please bear with me, all right? Bear with me. I will be here, but Tuesdays, that is the one day in the week that we will not have a show. Sometimes I will put up a pre recorded show, but most times I probably won't. But peace, y'all. I'm gonna send y'all out with some good vibes because even when you feel low, you can still what?
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go, go.
This is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Thank you guys for joining and participating. I love y'all. Give me the hearts on IG. Give me the thumbs up on YouTube. Follow my YouTube channel and come back tomorrow. Peace. Gone for now, but never forever. I'm out. Get this message on your way out.
Never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll see with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go, go.
Peace, y'all. I'm out.